I used to think it was just the stress of driving at night. That kind of loneliness, that silence, it messes with your head. But what started happening to me on Highway 17 wasn't just stress. It wasn't a trick of the mind. It began 4 months ago. I was working night shifts at a distribution center near Williston, North Carolina. My route home took me through a long stretch of Highway 17. Nothing but trees and swamp on both sides. No streetlights, barely any cell signal. Just an empty, cracked road that seemed to stretch endlessly in both directions. The first time I saw the eyes, I thought they belonged to an animal. Deer, maybe. 2 small reflections caught in my headlights, right on the edge of the woods. It was around 2 a.m. I slowed down instinctively. The eyes didn't move, they just stayed there watching. I passed them. Didn't think much of it. The next night they were there again. Same spot, right at mile marker 236. They vanished when I passed, but every night after that they were always there. Fixed at the same height, glowing the same dull yellow, right at the edge of the trees. I tried convincing myself it was a signpost, or some weird reflector someone stuck out there, but it wasn't. I stopped the car once, right next to the spot, turned off the engine, opened the window. Nothing. Just dark woods, no wind, no sound. But I swear, I could feel it. Something. Watching. And when I started driving again, the eyes were ahead of me, still there, still staring. That's when I knew something was wrong. I didn't tell anyone at first. You don't talk about things like that. People think you're tired or crazy. But I couldn't shake the feeling. It was like whatever was watching me didn't want me to stop. It wanted me to keep driving, to keep coming back. A week later, it escalated. That night, the eyes weren't just on the side of the road. They were in the middle of it. I slammed on the brakes. My headlights revealed nothing. Empty road, no animal, no person. I sat there frozen, hand still gripping the wheel. Then I saw something move in the mirror, behind the car. Far off, but definitely on the road. 2 small glowing dots, coming closer. Slowly. I floored it. Didn't stop until I got home. I started leaving work early, refused to take Highway 17. I added 30 extra minutes to my commute just to avoid that stretch. For a few nights things were quiet. I thought maybe I was free of it. Maybe it had been a trick of the headlights after all. Then the knocking started. At first, it was on my bedroom window. Soft, measured, 3 taps. Always 3. Then the front door, then the kitchen window. Always at exactly 2:17 a.m. I looked every time. Nothing there. I installed security cameras, motion sensors, floodlights. None of them caught anything. Not a single frame. But the knocking never stopped. 2 weeks later, I got desperate. I went back to Highway 17, I don't even know why. I think part of me needed answers. Proof that it was real, that I wasn't losing it. So I took a friend with me, Mark. He worked the docks on night shift, and he owed me a few favors. I didn't tell him what we were looking for, just that I needed help with something weird. We drove out around 1:45 a.m. The road was dead quiet, like always. Mark made jokes the whole way, laughing about ghost stories and local legends, but I wasn't laughing. At exactly mile marker 236, I slowed the car. "There," I said, pointing. Mark stopped joking. The eyes were there. He saw them too. He leaned forward, squinting. "What the hell is that?" I killed the engine. We sat in silence. The eyes didn't move. Mark got out of the car. I told him not to. He walked toward them anyway. He disappeared. I'm not saying he ran off. I mean he vanished. 1 second he was there, walking slowly into the woods with his flashlight. The next, the light dropped, just fell to the ground. I screamed his name, ran after him. No sign, no voice, no struggle, just the flashlight flickering on the grass and 2 faint prints in the dirt, like someone or something had been standing there waiting. I called the cops. They searched the area. Dogs, helicopters, the works. Nothing. They questioned me for hours, treated me like a suspect. But there was no blood, no body, just my statement, and a stretch of empty road no one wanted to talk about. They let me go, but Mark was never found. I stopped sleeping after that, moved out of my apartment, stayed with my cousin in Raleigh. Took a job delivering parts during the day. Tried to disappear. For a while it worked until last week. My cousin found something on our porch. A Polaroid of my old car, parked at mile marker 236 from behind the trees. And in the picture, there were eyes, right next to the driver's side window, but I hadn't been back there. Not once. Not since Mark vanished. The photo was dated 3 days earlier. I don't know who took it, or why. Now, every night at 2:17 a.m., I wake up to a sound. It's not knocking anymore. It's breathing, right outside my window. Slow, wet, rhythmic. And I don't live near any trees. Just a 4th-floor apartment with no ledge and no balcony. I've covered every mirror, blocked every window. I keep the lights on, but it doesn't matter, because I still feel it watching every night, waiting for me to come back, to finish what started on that road, to return to mile marker 236, but I won't. Not again. If you ever drive Highway 17 near Williston, don't slow down, don't stop, and for the love of God, don't look at the trees, because once it sees you, it never forgets your face.